What's up? What's up? This your boy K Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm coming to y'all with another video. Thanks for joining my show. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. If you are new, make sure you subscribe at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it. As y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather. This is an old fight, but just sit back and relax. And we're going to get into a big discussion today, and we got a lot to talk about. So let's talk about motherfucking Devin Haney versus Linares. Hey, man, the fight is set. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the fight is set. Devin Haney and Linares has a set date. Everything, it happens for a reason, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see what Devin Haney can do in this fight against Linares. It's going to be one hell of a fight, you know what I'm saying? You got a young lion that's undefeated and that's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Versus a Mexican, you know what I'm saying, a Mexican legend. I mean, Linares, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a Mexican legend, but he's definitely a Mexican favorite, you know what I'm saying, coming into this fight, you know what I'm saying? People going to be happy to see him, everybody in the Mexican Latino community, I'm pretty sure going to be wanting to see him beat Devin Haney. But that's not the case because we got to be able to break down, you know what I'm saying, the boxing, you know what I'm saying, we got to break down the two styles. Linares is a good fighter, but he's old now, you know what I'm saying? And not to take nothing away from him, but I think he even have losses already. When you talk about a guy like Devin that doesn't have any losses at all, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a young bull against an old veteran. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what Linares can do against Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? For my prediction for the fight, I think Devin is gonna go in there. He can't play with Linares because we already know what Linares can do. You remember when he knocked Lomachenko down when they fought, you know what I'm saying? But Lomachenko ended up still winning that fight. But hey, it also shows you that, this Mexican dude and his style of fighting can put you on your ass. So, when Devin Haney versus Linares does happen, next Saturday coming up. So just be patient, you know what I'm saying? This Saturday, it's going down, Devin Haney versus Linares. I'm going with Devin Haney, man. I think Devin Haney just going to tear his ass up. It's going to be a TKO stoppage, you know what I'm saying? I think he going to do what he got to do. It's going to be too much pressure for Linares, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never fought nobody like Devin Haney. A motherfucker that's real strong, somebody that's real fast, and somebody that's going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. Devin Haney, man. Linares, he's on his last straw. If he doesn't win this fight, man, he's gonna be eliminated. And like I said, Linares, his last good fight was with Lomachenko, I think, before, you know what I'm saying, Theo Lopez fought him. You know what I'm saying? But this is times like this in fighting. This shit happen right now. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney versus Linares. This is the fights that the people want to see. Even, you know what I'm saying, if you guys go look back at it, Bernard Hopkins, he made a statement on Linares. You know what I'm saying? This one, Devin Haney was trying to fight Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia didn't want to fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But, just when a lot of shit was, hitting the fan and, in boxing, it was a lot of bullshit going on, you know what I'm saying? And, Devin Haney, one of them days he ran into, you know what I'm saying, Bernard Hopkins, and they start talking and conversating. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Haney, he felt at the time when he did meet Bernard that he could beat Theo, that he could beat Ryan, that he could beat anybody that's in the way. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, during that, when they were talking during the conversation, you know what I'm saying, Bernard Hopkins was telling, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, we will get these fights going, but you have to be able to go through Ron and all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, which we passing by now, you know what I'm saying. It's been a long way to be able to get to where we at right now, you know what I'm saying, just following up with all the boxing shit, what happened through during the corona and all that shit, you know. But like I said, Devin Haney, he has the fight now with Linares. It's gonna be this Saturday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, trust me, y'all don't want to miss that fight. Look at Lil Weezy. By the way, like I said, this is an old fight, you know what I'm saying? Canelo versus Floyd. You know what I'm saying? That's the only motherfucker that beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it out there for all the motherfucking haters, you know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, we got a lot to talk about Canelo, man. I'm going to get to his ass, but we got a lot to discuss, man. You know, shout out to my boy Red the King, man. You know what I'm saying? With this podcast, you know what I'm saying, and being able to join, you know, this group and discussions. He's not here today, you know what I'm saying, but you know, time will tell. Boxing Talk 100 will be coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Better podcast, better technology on everything, you know what I'm saying? Better mic, better headphones. You know, so just, you know, look out pretty soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we can only do so much, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, with the people's help, you know what I'm saying, that are our fans for Boxing Talk 100, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, we going to need y'all help, you know, to be able to follow up on all these things, you know what I'm saying, in the near future. But, yeah. And we do a lot of this, too. But, yeah, let's move on, man. Let's talk about, you know, we want to be able to talk about, Devin Haney's out the way versus Linares. We want to be able to talk about Caleb Plant. And, you know what I'm saying, in Canelo, what's, you know, that fight is definitely next, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, with all the bullshit with Canelo and, you know what I'm saying, finally getting to the point to where he can get Billy Joe out the way. You know, bye-bye Billy Joe, you have been eliminated. Now, you know, we look at Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant has a belt that Canelo wants, you know what I'm saying? Surely but slowly, you can just see Canelo, he fighting the people that he wants to be able to fight. You know, everybody that's behind him and his team and, you know, with his promoters and all that shit, they all fucking, you know what I'm saying, protecting Canelo. He's fighting these nobodies. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I don't, you know, respect Canelo, but you have to respect him because of the position that he's in, drawn in. And then they gave him that, you know what I'm saying? And not to take nothing away, his, you know, like I said, Canelo, you know, he's a great Mexican warrior, probably one of the best Mexican fighters ever to step out of Mexico. Decades, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about years and years. I mean, shout out to Roberto Duran, you know what I'm saying? But Canelo is a good fighter as well, you know what I'm saying? People ain't going to want to admit it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we all hate the shit that Canelo's doing, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to be able to argue about. You know, we was supposed to have been on Cena, Demetrius Andrade, or David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be able to see Canelo fight some type of African-American fighter, and we failed to see that. We don't want to see him. We know that Danny Jacobs ain't nothing, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, he's a good fighter, but he's not going to be going to the Hall of Fame like Canelo. I could tell you that. It's just different, you know what I'm saying? It's like with Canelo, like I said, he's picking and choosing the fighters who he wants to fight. You know, hopefully we can, you know, allow to be able to see the next fight between Canelo and Caleb Plant. Because like I said, you know, Canelo wants that belt, and he's willing to go out of his pocket to be able to pay Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant was asking, you know, something for like $10 million. If I was Caleb Plant, I'd be asking for more, you know what I'm saying? Come in my hometown. If you want this belt, Canelo, come take it. You know what I'm saying? Meet me at my hometown and give me about 25 to 50 million. That's what I would ask for. I wouldn't ask for no motherfucking 10 million. Or I wouldn't fight Canelo just because of all the shit he has done. I wouldn't even fight him. I'd just fight somebody else. And, and let, you know, the team over there in Canelo, all them be mad. I mean, look at Canelo. He does what the fuck he wants to do in boxing, and people ain't talking about it. They just let him just fucking do what he want, and just, you know, people look at Canelo like he just fucking just, you know, the best. But in my opinion, he's not. He's a great fighter, like I said, a great Mexican warrior, but he's not a fucking, you know, one of the greats. Because, like I said, you got to be able to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with my buddy Red. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to fight Andrade or Charlo or somebody. We don't want to be able to see that, oh shit, because I feel like this is what Canelo's gonna do. I feel like when he fights Caleb Plant and gets that belt, you know, of course, when he wins against Caleb Plant, a lot of motherfuckers still gonna be waiting like, Canelo, I'm ready to fight you, like Charlo and like David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he's the real Mexican from Mexico, you know, and not Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he's the greatest, you know what I'm saying, Mexican boxer ever in the history of boxing. You know, and like I said, you can't forget about legends like, you know, Roberto Duran and all those great Mexicans that did it as well. But like I said, when you look at Canelo, his name also going to be at the highest, you know, of in that list as being one of the best Mexican Americans in boxing. Well, you know what I'm saying, being one of the best Latino Mexicans. So, you know, it's, you know, time will tell, man. Like I said, you know, Canelo, he's chasing Caleb Plant. That's what it is. After that, you should be able to fight somebody like Andrade or Charlo. They gonna be waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see you fight a third fight with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? You already beat him twice, so why backtrack and fight somebody we know you're gonna get beat? It's all about the money for Canelo. It's, you know what I'm saying? He ain't chasing legacy, because if he was chasing legacy, it would show that he would be the best, beating Andrade and beating Charlo and beating all the guys you put in front of him. You know, that would change my mind, and then I would be definitely a fan of boxing. Let's keep it real. If Canelo was to be able to take these fighters with these African Americans. And it all the shows, like I said, I'm not being biased or racist or anything. Y'all gonna tell me that because I'm speaking the truth. I say that because it shows you ain't beat Floyd. So you can't say you better than an African American. You cannot say that, Canelo. Plain and simple. You can't say that. You got to be able to prove yourself and show me. All you doing is continue to beat these softies. You know, the ones they put you in the way. It's just a little pocket change and then side money. You know, it just shows greed. It doesn't show and define, you know what I'm saying, greatness. Or you know what I'm saying, you know, a master at boxing. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is the only motherfucking a master that we can say that's above and over you. Canelo Alvarez, plain and simple. You know? And that's the reason why I'm putting on this fight, so motherfuckers can understand and know. Look, Canelo, cheating ass bitch. How you gonna hit somebody in the nuts and then act like you ain't did shit? You know what I'm saying? That's why, look at Floyd. You can't fuck with Floyd, man. You can't beat Floyd. That's the master, man. And a lot of people hate that. That's the reason why they still, you know what I'm saying, trying to beat Floyd. You know, but a lot of motherfuckers is chasing Floyd, not just Canelo. Even though Floyd beat Canelo's ass, he definitely wants that rematch with Floyd. And don't get me wrong, he's on the right track, you know what I'm saying? But Canelo, he's too big, man. Let's just keep it real. He's a big ass middleweight, and Floyd is still at 147. He can probably make 154. Canelo would have to drop down. Or this shit would just have to go to Thriller. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have to do nothing with, you know, HBO or any of that bullshit, whatever, you know, they behind, you know what I'm saying? So it would have to definitely be Thriller, you know what I'm saying? They would both have to put up their monies. You know, definitely Canelo. If you chasing Floyd and you want to be able to get a chance to have a rematch with Floyd, that's what you have to do. Put up your own money. Definitely. You got to bring that own money, and you got to have a big ass country behind you. Which, you know, one thing about Canelo, he has a big Mexican fan base behind him. Let's just keep it real. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, you know, Floyd right now, he got a fight coming up with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? An interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? This white boy, he feel like he can beat the master, but he about to get a wake up call. Floyd, I think, like I said, in that fight, I think it's gonna be, you know, it could just be a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about Logan, you know what I'm saying? This white boy, he gonna come in and try to destroy Floyd. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just no exhibition fight. Motherfuckers want to really knock Floyd out, plain and simple. They're gonna try their best in a best effort to be able to try to beat Floyd. But Floyd ain't gonna let that shit work. This gonna be an easy 100 million, you know what I'm saying? The fight won't go past 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna TKO Logan Paul. And then don't be surprised when he fight Jake Paul just to make another $100 million. And then he can say that he beat Logan Paul, the Logan and Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? He can say he beat both brothers, make all that money, and then just move on. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Floyd, man, you know, he's about the money, and we can't see that. That's the reason why his name is Money Mayweather. You know, his name is Floyd. You know, like I said, these YouTubers, they make so many millions, you know what I'm saying? They ain't just no squares. These white boys is making money off these YouTubes and whatever they doing. And that interests Floyd. You know, it's a money thing. As long as you're making over 140 to 50 million, and Floyd knows if it's so easy and if you can box him, he can get that in the ring, he's going to take that fight. 100 million just to go in there for 12 rounds to whoop your ass, he's going to take it. It ain't no Manny Pacquiao, because we know if they try to work out a deal or something, Manny Pacquiao, he gonna overprice himself. Even though he lost and trying to get a rematch, any of these fighters, even Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Floyd should be able to get whatever type of money he wants. He's the grand master of this boxing shit, #1. Plain and simple. But yeah, like I said, I think Floyd, he just gonna go in there and he just gonna play with Logan. You know, like I said, Logan, you can see if you really sit back and listen to Logan, he said that he's shy, you know, when it comes to, you know, being in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? When Floyd, he's used to this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? The pressure and everybody being in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? The capacity of so many people being in the building. You know, it's nothing to Floyd. But when you hear Logan, he says that he gets like stage fright like that. You know, it's from being nervous and shit like that. That's going to be big. Especially standing in front of a guy like Floyd. Fuck all that shaking and being in jitters and, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit, stomach bug and all that. You got to get that shit out the way when you be able to step in front of Floyd Mayweather. Not saying you're going to beat him, because you're not going to beat Floyd. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, this is what kind of environment you're going to have to get ready for when you do face a guy like Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he's going to fuck Logan Paul up. And then if Jake wants some right afterwards, hey, you can get it too. He going to fuck both of them brothers up. And especially for what Jake did, he going to take all that shit out on Logan. Because y'all play too much, and he going to show y'all. He gonna put an example out there for all the white boys that want to play and shit like Logan and Jake. He gonna show y'all what he gonna do. You know, and Floyd still gonna be undefeated, just adding another win to his boxing record. That's all it is. And then, you know, a motherfucker, like I said, a motherfucker like Pacquiao and Canelo, they the ones that's chasing Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's chasing Pacquiao. Plain and simple, still. You know? But yeah, man, let's move on. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, Pacquiao. You know, like I said, it's been buzzing, you know what I'm saying? And I think we have a fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we have a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk, all the fans around the world. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Errol Spence Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao. The government of Philippines soon will be president. Come on, man. This is what boxing is all about. I mean, if you think about it, we were supposed to see something. If it wasn't Pacquiao versus Crawford, if it wasn't, Crawford and Thurman, if it wasn't, Spence and Ennis, if it wasn't Spence versus Keith Thurman, I mean, at least we got Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. How can you complain about that? Boxing Talk 100. You can't, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to go with it because, I mean, this is what was supposed to happen anyway. One of these fights was supposed to happen. You remember, Pacquiao, he got his belt taken away, and it went to Ugas, but a lot of shit turned around, to where they pretty much giving his belt back, the WBA. There's still two. Manny Pacquiao has one and Ugas has one. They had to change it back because, like I said, before that, that's the whole reason why Manny Pacquiao, he did vacate his belt, not to fight Spence or Crawford, because he was scared at the beginning. Now it's a change of heart. He know he didn't have no choice but to fight one of these niggas, Crawford or Spence. And of course, he went the easy route. I'm not going to say it's the easy route because we talking about the truth, baby. Errol Spence Jr., the truth. How can you have a name like that? When you have a name like that, you shouldn't lose at all against any motherfucking boxer. The truth? If you saying you the truth, then that means that you the truth. And you shouldn't even lose. But Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, man, it's going to be a fight, And it's going to be a fight. This is what the boxing fans want to be able to see. Errol Spence has the pretty much all the belts, WBC. Like I said, Ugas has the WBA. They was trying to make the Spence and Ugas fight, but it didn't happen that way. So Pacquiao ended up. I'm pretty sure they ended up giving him his WBA belt. And Errol Spence has the WBO he has the WBC, the IBF belt, and trying to gain the WBA belt from Manny Pacquiao, which Ugas has also the WBA title belt. So, like I said, it was for Spence to be able to fight Ugas or Pacquiao. And like I said, it's been buzzing, breaking news, and is it official? Is it official? And yes, like I said, so many boxing fans around the world, talking about this matchup, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. This is what we're looking at. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. The people should know. Follow up boxing, They saying breaking news and all this shit, So, hey, we just got to go with it and see what happens. It took a lot for Manny Pacquiao to finally be a man and stand up and be able to accept that fight from Errol Spence. Other than making everybody fucking stall and everything. There was one point to where Manny Pacquiao was gonna fight Ryan Garcia. Come on, man. Just fucking up the sport of boxing, because that's what I'm saying. All through that coronavirus, we can look back, a couple of months, almost to a year, and see all the shit that Manny Pacquiao was doing, in boxing. Trying to, just fucking everything up, man. Putting bullshit names out there like, man, we don't want to hear nothing about no Ryan Garcia. Especially you find Ryan Garcia, that's a baby, man. We want to be able to see you fight these elite fighters like Manny, Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. You already beat Keith. I mean, it would have been cool to be able to see you fight, Sean Porter. But that didn't happen, so we can't be talking about and dwelling on what could have been, what could have, should have, and all this shit. We got Errol Spence Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, so, man, let's break down the fight, man. We got to break down the fight, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, don't get me wrong, definitely he going to have a spot in the Hall of Fame, definitely. But it's really simple for Errol Spence. If you want to be able to be a Hall of Famer, you become a Hall of Famer. Plain and simple. So Errol Spence, he's going to have to go in there and show that who he really is, and live by his real actual name. The truth, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to come in a little bit bigger than Manny Pacquiao, too. Manny Pacquiao, he's just going to have the edge on being more faster. That's the only way you're going to be able to catch Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? Just by, if that's how you want to put it, he's saying the key to be Errol Spence Jr. is speed. But I don't think so, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to have strength and power as well to be able to beat Errol Spence Jr. Because he can eat through a punch, and you better be able to take his punch. Because if you can't take his punch, then he going to beat your ass and knock you out. The kind of applying pressure that Errol Spence has, nobody has that pressure the way how he has that pressure. Being able to go to the body and being able to just hurt you. That's what kind of pressure applying that Errol Spence brings, to the ring. It's really deadly, you know what I'm saying? He's focused and committed to boxing and is very disciplined. That's the reason why he has the WBO and, the IBF and the he has 2 belts, the WBC title belt, the IBF and the WBC title belt, and is trying to gain the WBA title belt from Manny Pacquiao. So he's looking to be able to have 3 belts. And there's one more belt out there, the WBO, which Terrence Crawford has in that 147-pound division. I'm pretty sure sooner or later they're going to meet. But like I said, Spence ended up getting the title before, the matchup against Pacquiao before Terrence Crawford. So, he's, like I said, his mission is trying to get 3 belts. He has the IBF, he has the WBC, now he's trying to get the WBA. That's 3 belts that he's trying to get. And let's see if he will eliminate Pacquiao. We got to see if that's the only way you're going to be able to beat Pacquiao. You have to knock him out. I'll be honest with you. You can't go in there and play with Manny Pacquiao. This can't just be a chess match the whole 12 rounds. It's going to be silly to be able to just, be in there and be straightforward with Manny Pacquiao. You got to be able to box him, like a great boxer, a master at boxing, just like Floyd. If you can't be like Floyd Mayweather, then you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put anything bad on Spence, but you got to be able to bring it when you fight Manny Pacquiao. And of course, I'm picking Errol Spence Jr. to be able to beat Manny Pacquiao, to be able to go ahead and retire Manny Pacquiao and finally put him away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see, because at the end of the day, Manny Pacquiao, he deserved all the ass whoopings in the world just being able to stall and play in boxing once upon a time with, Ryan Garcia and all them motherfuckers. You deserve to get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? And you really lucky that Terrence Crawford couldn't do it, because the motherfucker, Terrence Crawford wants to kill everybody. But like I said, it's not easy. We can say which fights that we want to happen, but it ain't gonna happen until they come to the table and sign the contract and just negotiate. They got to be able to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Then sign contracts. You know what I'm saying? All right, it ain't gonna happen. We can just say that we wish, Manny or Terrence Crawford or Spence would have happened, but it takes time, man. We got Manny and Errol Spence. So that's good, you know what I'm saying? It's good. I'll go with it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Manny Pacquiao, like I said, it's going to be a great fight. I'm not just going to put Manny Pacquiao's name under the ground, because it's not going to be an easy fight for Errol Spence. Errol Spence got to go. He got to have a great game plan for Manny Pacquiao. You got to be to beat Manny Pacquiao, you got to be the one out of all 1 through 12 rounds to apply pressure on Manny Pacquiao. You got to be able to jab him. You got to be able to get him off his balance. Manny Pacquiao, when you look at this when you look at Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, that's what Floyd was. He was just throwing a lot of shots to get Manny Pacquiao off his balance, and was very successful at it. You know what I'm saying? It's just little shit, little jabs and little feints here, and like I said, a motherfucker like Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna apply heavy pressure if you in front of him. That's what he likes. He likes a motherfucker that's gonna be in front of him, like Errol Spence. So just with Errol Spence Jr., you can't sit there and just let Manny Pacquiao hit you and shit like that, because like I said, one thing Manny Pacquiao gonna do, he's gonna throw his hands. And he's going to score points off of, just throwing or whatever, because he's going to hit something, or he's going to hit an arm or chest or a head or something, because of his style of throwing so many punches. You have to be able to give that to Manny Pacquiao. And all I'm saying, Errol Spence, you better be ready. The defense better be good. It better be a defense like Floyd Mayweather now. It better be a good old defense or whatever kind of defense you're going to have against Manny Pacquiao. But it's just really simple. Just outbox Manny Pacquiao, jab him, because one thing about Manny Pacquiao, he has he's really bad and horrible with great fighters that know how to really jab. And a fighter like Errol Spence, he knows how to put the jab out there and just keep Manny Pacquiao contained. So Manny Pacquiao won't be able to get up on him, you know what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker like Manny Pacquiao, he has a straight jab and a straight left punch that could knock you down. You got to watch out for it. It's like a, you know what I'm saying, in the left. You have to watch out for it. That's his signature. You know, and Manny Pacquiao can easily catch you with, you know, those type of punches. It's been shown throughout all the years of what he can do. Fast with his hands, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just little shit like that, man, you know, and like I said, you know, when the fight does happen, it should be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? One for all the ages in boxing to be able to tune in. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. You know, and I think they're going to fight in the Dallas Stadium. They should. If anything, you know, Errol Spence Jr. should have that court, you know, home court advantage, you know what I'm saying, boxing, to be able to face Manny Pacquiao. From all the shit that he did, we don't want to see that shit in Las Vegas or fucking, you know, what they call that one city, wherever they fighting at, Dubai. We don't want to see that shit over there. We want to see that shit happen in Dallas, Texas, in Errol Spence's hometown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he has the majority of the belts. He should be treated fairly and being able to fight on his home court. Manny Pacquiao, take your ass to Dallas. We shall see how this shit goes, though. But yeah, man, you know, just, you know, I told you, man, we're going to cover a lot of boxing, man. And like I said, man, if y'all are new to this, you know, this channel, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Push that button down there and make sure y'all like, you know what I'm saying, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, I ain't new to this. I've been doing this, you know, videos for damn near almost a year now. You know, a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Almost a year. You know, and I'm like at 60-something subscribers, you know, not even to 100. But that's the goal, man, to try to get to 100 subscribers. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, if you tune into my video, don't just watch my video. Make sure you comment my video and make sure you like my video. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you subscribe. It's really simple, man. Show some love to your boy, K Smooth. You know what I'm saying? This is the realest boxing show in the nation. Boxing Talk 100. You ain't going to get a motherfucker like me that's going to keep it real and break it down the way how I break it down. You know? But like I said, man, Manny Pacquiao, he's a great legend, man. I'm not going to put nothing down on his name because, like I said, he's a great boxing legend. And definitely will go down in the Hall of Fame. Definitely will go down in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, let's move on, man. We want to talk about, you know, Theo Lopez versus Kambosos Jr. You know what I'm saying? What can we look forward to in that fight? You know, one thing about Theo, man, you know, like I said, you know, I'll go back to all the videos that, you know, I once made. You know, I don't take, you know, at the end of the day, he's taking the fights, you know, that's necessary. You know, you got to get Kambosos Jr. out the way. You got to get Kambosos Jr. out the way, and then hopefully we can have Devin Haney versus Theo Lopez. That's basically the fight. That's going to tell it all right there. We just waiting on Theo. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Theo. His dad wants to fight, but it's just basically on Theo. Does Theo in his mind think that he can beat, you know, Devin Haney? Of course. Anybody in their mind would be like, you know, I can beat such and such, you know, especially if the hot fight hasn't happened. This is the fights that we need to be able to see, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's why it's really important that Devin Haney gets past Linares. You know, and it was all meant to be set up because, like I said, if you go look at, you know, many years ago when Devin Haney ran into Hopkins, you know, he ran through him during one of those boxing events, and he was and Bernard was explaining to him, you have to get past Linares. He mentions Linares' name if you really listen to Bernard Hopkins speak. You know, when they was conversating, you know what I'm saying? He mentions Linares. He said that Devin Haney, I know you want to fight, you know what I'm saying, Ron Garcia and all the great fighters right now, but there's still a Linares in a way. He mentions Linares' name. These are guys that you have to be able to get out of the way, man, to be able to make a mega fight. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, these guys still going to be complaining. These guys like Linares going to feel like they didn't get their chance in boxing, which, you know, now that's why it's happening. So, you know, it's either going to be Devin or fucking Linares. You know, but one has to lose and one has to win and one is going to lose and be eliminated at the end of the day. And I just feel like, you know, Linares, you on your last straw, buddy. I feel like it's going to be, don't get me wrong, in the training camp, both of the training camps, both fighters look really good. They both fucking swole up, you know what I'm saying, and cut real nice, you know what I'm saying, for this fight coming up. But it's like with Linares, his age is going to play a factor. You know, like I said, you ain't got just a regular motherfucker that's boxing. You got a motherfucker that's going to apply pressure and trying to hurt you. Devin Haney coming forward to be able to eliminate your ass. And let's not forget, Devin Haney also has a WBC title belt at 135-pound division. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to beat Devin Haney, man, because he's on a mission to get all those belts from Theo Lopez. And like I said, Linares, he's just in the way. After this fight with Linares, he can go ahead and eliminate Linares and be ready to fight Theo Lopez. It's plain and simple. Boxing Talk 100, we have to be able to see that fight because, like I said, if you don't know, now you know. Devin Haney still has a WBC title belt, and Theo Lopez has a WBC title belt. We gotta see the fucking fight finally now, man. After Theo gets the job done with Cambosa, he should be waiting on Devin Haney or the winner. Plain and simple. But like I said, I'm sure that we're going to see Devin Haney versus Theo Lopez. And, you know, like I said, time will tell. I will be making a video on that when that fight does happen. But right now, you know, I can't call and I can't say. But if I had to pick one, I'm definitely going with Devin Haney. Definitely going with Devin Haney to whoop the shit out of Theo Lopez and shut his punk ass daddy up, senior. Can't wait. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, we also have a recap on the heavyweight division. Andy Ruiz versus what was that motherfucking name? The other Mexican dude in LA, Chris Arroyo, or whatever his name is. Andy did defeat him, but they felt like, you know what I'm saying, he was robbed, Chris. They felt like Chris, and I seen it. You know what I'm saying? It could have went either way. It was really close, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like, you know what I'm saying, Chris got the job done. But like I said, it's just because who Andy is and when he beat AJ, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Y'all got to be able to see. It's fucked up, and that's how they wanted. It's like they should have gave Andy a loss, but he's a boxing fan favorite. They love him more than they love Chris Arroyo, if that makes any sense. I mean, it shows, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, they would have gave it to Chris, you know, to beat, Andy. And they ain't even do that, you know what I'm saying? He went to a split decision and gave it to Andy when they wasn't supposed to give it to Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much robbed Chris because, you can just see it, man, in the conversation. And you know, when something happens to a person, you know what I'm saying, and especially if they feel like they won, man, they gonna complain. And Chris was one of them motherfuckers who thought that he won against Andy. And they cheated him, man. They robbed him. And, you know, you can work, so hard to try to get a belt, you know what I'm saying? And these referees and shit, they don't call it right. I told you, it's all fucking rigged, man. It's rigged in boxing, man. Just like Canelo. This motherfucker can lose all fucking day against somebody that doesn't have a name, and they still gonna give it to Canelo. I don't know why, but that's how they do it, man. Don't ask me. I don't know why they do that shit, but they just rig the shit out of boxing, definitely for this punk right here. So it like I said, a lot of people ain't gonna agree with what I'm saying, and that's fine because I don't expect for you to. But when you're watching this show, you gonna listen Boxing Talk 100, or go to somebody else shit and listen to them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just to talk about Theo and Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, in the near future, man, the fight should happen, man. There shouldn't be no reason why we shouldn't be able to see that fight happen next. I'm just saying. You know, and I think, you know, the boxing fans, they at least deserve that fight, man. I mean, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? They at least deserve, you know, Theo Lopez versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney been working his ass off, man. You got to give him respect. You got to give him respect, man, just for, you know, being able to be in the position that he is in. It could be anybody. You know, people are like, why is there so many, you know, belts? You know, it ain't Devin's fault. Stop trying to make it seem like it's Devin's fault. These white people in boxing association mess the business up and putting so many belts out there like that for people, you know, for people to complain. That's why it's important for Devin and Theo to be able to come to a fight so they can fight and see who is the real WBC title holder. You know, the champion. See who is the real champion between the two. It's only right. I don't know what the fuck boxing doing right now. They protecting the shit out of Theo Lopez. That's all it is. You know, it seemed like they want all the niggas. That's just like 100 and that's just like with you know, with Charlo and all them, you know what I'm saying, and Crawford. Manny Pacquiao want the nigga. That's what it was at the beginning. He wanted the niggas to fight each other first. Hell nah, Manny. We ain't not finna do that shit. Your ass gonna have to pick one of these niggas to fight. We don't want to see you fight nobody else besides Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. It's plain and simple. That's the two motherfuckers that you got to be able to beat to be able to go through and be able to fight Floyd Mayweather for that rematch. Because we all know y'all motherfuckers is chasing Floyd. Manny Pacquiao still want the rematch with Floyd. Canelo still want the rematch at Floyd. I mean, even though like the Charlo, the smallest one, he wants a shot at Floyd too because he's the money motherfucking maker. Floyd is the motherfucking number one, the master, and has more money than any motherfucking in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why everybody wants a crack at Floyd Mayweather to be able to try to, you know, get the man off his throne. But hey, the man, you know, Floyd is still the man until otherwise. Plain and simple. You know, you know, now, you know what I'm saying, we can talk about Floyd and Logan Paul. You know, it's gonna be like I said, these white boys, they you know, they not new to this shit and they not no dummies, you know what I'm saying? They gonna try to come in here and whoop this nigga. That's what it's all about. These white boys, they feel like they can whoop this nigga. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they can beat Floyd. And trust me, that's just what I believe. If one don't beat Floyd, the other one gonna be trying to beat Floyd. You know? And I can see Floyd whooping both of these brothers just to get him out the way. I said it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna whoop the shit out of Logan. And then we could see Jake. You know what I'm saying? After he eliminates Logan, he could fight Jake. It could happen because of the money. Or he could just be Logan Paul and show them both like, yeah, y'all can't fuck with me. I beat one. Now you look, you know, the Ludus one, you better watch out before I beat your ass. And you know, y'all seeing this shit with Jake and you know, Floyd. You know, can I be mad about that? I'm not mad about that because I probably would have did Floyd like that too. It sells. If you understand the boxing game and how it's ran, it sells. What Jake did was very important, taking Floyd's head. Not only that, what he did, but it shows it. It's going to be shown for so many years, you know what I'm saying? And just throughout, you know, Floyd's career. That's going to be shown, you know what I'm saying, that white boy took his hat, you know, off his head. And that's the reason why coming up with this fight, Floyd Mayweather versus Logan, he has to be able to punish that the brother just because of what Jake did. He has to go on there and punish Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? It has to be so bad to where both of them motherfuckers be like, damn, Floyd is the greatest. And like I said, that's all I see anyways. They can't fuck with Floyd, man. Can't nobody beat Floyd right now. Nobody. Nobody beat Floyd, especially at, at Floyd's, the way that he feels comfortable around. Nobody gonna beat him. Nobody gonna beat Floyd. Is smart, man. I respect Floyd because he's still boxing, but he's old too. I still respect him because not only that he's undefeated, that he's getting all the cash that he's getting. You gotta, you can't do nothing but respect that. I ain't never hated on the motherfucker that's getting money. All this should do is motivate you, man. That's all it should do is just motivate you. A motherfucker like Floyd, man, he deserve it. You know what I'm saying? These white people gonna want to be able to see Floyd get his ass whooped. But it hasn't happened yet. But if Floyd don't be careful, he's gonna fuck around and suffer his first loss. Because he's keep boxing and shit. But he knows, obviously he knows what he's doing, so he got it. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing, so he got it. But like I said, Logan, you know what I'm saying? He's got to be, him coming in, he's way younger. His strength of conditioning for even being young should be way over Floyd's. You know what I'm saying? Now we talking about two muscle memories here. Floyd, he's a nigga, so he always gonna have that good muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Versus a Logan Paul that's white, and don't get me wrong, you have a good muscle memory too, but it cannot match up with the black muscle memory, and that's just how I call it. Floyd gonna punish this dude. You know what I'm saying? With skill. He's going to be fast. Logan, he's going to be kind of flat-footed, I think, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't going to know how to land on Floyd. But Floyd, he's just going to use a simple jabs and lead jabs and shit to be able to fuck up Logan. And that's what it's going to show. Like I said, it could be a unanimous decision, Floyd Mayweather to defeat Logan Paul. That's what I'm calling it. If not, he's going to do a TKO stoppage. Eighth or ninth round, I'm calling it, and the fight is done. To be able to beat Floyd, you got to knock him out. You got to knock him smooth out. He has to be able to go to sleep on that mat. If he can't go to sleep, you're not going to beat Floyd Mayweather. And his plan is simple. Boxing Talk 100. You got to be able to go in there and knock out Floyd Mayweather. If you cannot knock out Floyd Mayweather, you are going to lose. Because like I said, Floyd, he does a lot of punishment. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, he does a lot of punishment, man. And like I said, he's a master at this shit in boxing. Being able to throw the, jabs and lead right hooks and, you know what I'm saying, doing that with feints. Doing a lot of feints and, being able to be a good counter puncher. That's what we talking about with Floyd. He's a great, if not one of the greatest ever to be able to be the greatest counter puncher. He's going to beat your ass if you fuck up and make any mistakes in boxing. Logan Paul, like I said. And like I said, man, this is, Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao, y'all just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? This is an old fight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all just enjoy yourself. Because like I said, I'm going to give y'all the realest raw shit. Y'all deserve it as boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? It's an old fight, but it's just going to show you, if a lot of people don't know what type of style Manny Pacquiao has, you will be able to see, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see what kind of style he has. And, like I said, this is one of the old fights, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just putting it out there for, the boxing fans, to be able to, to enjoy the boxing. This is what I'm going to start doing from now on every time I make a video, so, my fans can be able to just watch, you know what I'm saying, if y'all don't want to hear me. But like I said, I'm going to bring you the realest, rawest shit in this boxing shit. And like I said, once again, shout out to my boy Red the King, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be here with me right now, but that's okay. We're going to be getting shit cracking here soon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all show some love to Red the King, you know what I'm saying? Some comments down there, leave some comments and shout out your boy Red the King. REDDAKING at REDDAKING, Red the King. So yeah, man, y'all give my boy Red a shout out, and trust me, he knows a gang about boxing. He gonna break it down to you nicely and sharply as well. But yeah, man, last but not least, man, I just wanted to get to the heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, versus Deontay Wilder, man. Like I said, man, I mean, it doesn't. At the end of the day, I love Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? As an African American, you can't never ever switch and fold upon your people and your race. Let's get that for number one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out the way. That's anybody. If you Mexican, Latino, and you love boxing, you're gonna be going for Canelo other than Errol, Spence, and Crawford just for a fucking just to go for him. That's just an example, but I'm not gonna never ever go against the grain. I got I want Wilder to win. In the first match, it was a draw. It's bullshit. They should have gave that to Wilder because of the knockdown. Tyson had he had a hard time trying to get up in that first fight, man. They should have gave that fight to Deontay Wilder. Plain and simple. It ain't nothing to argue about and none of that bullshit. Because if you can't keep it real, you're just lying within yourself. Now, the second fight, hell yeah. Fury punished motherfucking Wilder. Fury punished him with body punches, knocking him down, and just beating him to the punch. Being able to... It looked like he destroyed motherfucking Wilder in that second fight. And they gave it to Wilder. They gave it to Wilder off of a unanimous... Oh, no, it was a stoppage. I think it was like the 9th round or something like that. They stopped the fight and gave it to Wilder because of Wilder's trainer. He threw in the towel when he wasn't supposed to throw in the towel. And that was just, that... Because of the trainer doing that, he had to fire that trainer and hire a different trainer, which he has now in boxing for the trilogy fight to be able to fight Fury. So Deontay, they know what they doing. It just in this third fight, you can't come in here and playing with fucking Fury because Fury ain't gonna be trying to. Like I said, he calls himself the lineal champion. That means that his daddy's been whooping ass, and his daddy's dad and grandpa and uncles and shit, they've been whooping ass over there where they at. That's the reason why he calls himself the lineal, because he feels like he can destroy anybody that gets in the way. Tyson Fury. People should know this. People should know this. This what kind of fighter Tyson Fury is. This motherfucker think he the baddest white boy on the planet and that nobody can beat him. And that's what it's all about. Wilder gonna have to show himself and prove to the niggas that you go in there and get this knockout against this white boy. Plain and simple. If you can't do that, if Wilder can't do that, it's just gonna be shown that Fury wins the third fight and he'll be 2-up against Wilder. And like I said, I want Wilder to win, but if he doesn't win, he's gonna get knocked out by Fury again. He's gonna knock him out cold this time. That's just what I don't. My heart, is saying that, but I don't want to believe it because, like I said, I'm actually pulling and thinking that Wilder not go in there and play this time and actually go in there against Fury and get the job done. But a motherfucker like Fury, he already has the blueprint on how to beat Deontay Wilder. He already beat him. So it wouldn't be, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't surprise me if he was able to beat Wilder again in that trilogy fight. And that's what I'm saying. Boxing Talk 100. It's just going to be a waste of time. He already showed and proved that he beats, a Deontay. And I'm pretty sure, I ain't going to want to see a fourth fight because if Fury does lose, that's what we going to get, a fourth fight. Fury and Wilder 4, and I don't want to see that, man. I hope, somebody it just be a devastating knockout to where a motherfucker be like, hell no, I don't want to fight him again. So either Fury wins or Fury wins or Wilder wins. May the best man win. That's all I'm saying for the heavyweight division. Oh, but last but not least, Tank versus motherfucking who was Tank fighting again? Mario Barrios. This is gonna be one hell of a fight. But I think Tank stopped Barrios. This is going to be Mario Barrios' first loss. You know what I'm saying? Tank going to stop him. I think it's going to be in the 7th or 8th round. It won't go past 10. I'll be surprised if Tank, if it goes the whole way. But I still feel like he's going to win. But like I said, I'm calling. He's going to knock Barrios out in the The 7th, the 8th, or the 9th round. It's gonna be the 8th or the 9th. But if I have to just say which really won, I'll say the 7th round. The 7th round, Gervonta Tank Davis is gonna beat Mario Barrios, and that's gonna be his first loss. Which Tank, he still will be undefeated, and he will be holding some of those belts. And in the near future, hopefully we can see Tank fight somebody with a name. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Mario Barrios is a good start. You know what I'm saying? You got to get past his. He says that you're gonna find out what the Aztec warrior means. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck he said, Mario. But hey, I'm not mad at it. You're supposed to be able to feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And being a Mexican warrior. But, hopefully we be able to see that fight, you know what I'm saying? Tank versus, we ain't, not hopefully, we gonna see that fight, but can Barrios, the type of fighter that Barrios is, can he beat Tank? Is the question. I don't think he has enough to be able to beat Tank. He never fought a fighter like Tank. This is gonna be new to him. He's going to look good because he's fighting Tank. He gets the opportunity to go in there and be able to showcase his skills against Gervonta Tank Davis. But is he going to beat Tank? Hell no. Tank going to go in there and beat his ass and knock his ass out cold. That's what it's going to be. Because if you want to break it down, the type of fighter Barrios is, he's flat-footed. He don't move. He knows how to move, and that's the reason why he is undefeated. But like I said, this is a new fighter against Gervonta Tank Davis, a real nigga, a real hood nigga that you're going to have to show your skills against, Mario. You're going to have to fight a real hood nigga. And that's what we talking about. We don't want to see Mario Barrios keep fighting his people and beating his people, or these simple-ass white boys are these niggas that can't fight. We want to be able to see you fight some real hood niggas like Tank. And that's all I'm saying. Boxing Talk 100. That's all I'm saying. We want to be able to see you fight some real hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to see you fight some real hood niggas, man. Mario Barrios. And the same way as Canelo. We don't want to be able to see you fight these marks, man. The fighters that you keep putting in front of you, and we know that you're going to beat them. At the end of the day, man, we know that you're going to beat these fighters, man. But yeah, man, look at Floyd, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to end it off, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all for, following up with me on my video, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you are new, you know what I'm saying, add yourself, man, subscribe to my channel. The goal is to get to 100 subscribers. I'm like at 67 subscribers right now, but like I said, man, subscribe to your boy, man. I'm gonna give you the realest raw shit. And of course, a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, about what I'm saying, but hey, it's my opinion at the end of the day versus your opinion. And, as being who you are, you got to be able to be real within yourself and speak on how you feel about how you feel. Plain and simple. Never, ever let a motherfucker tell you about your opinions and trying to switch up your opinions all because you hearing them. It goes both ways. They should be able to listen to you at the same token. And that's all I'm saying, man. But yeah, Floyd is still number one. Everybody is tasting him from Manny Pacquiao to motherfucking Canelo to everybody that still wants a rematch. And like I said, Manny Pacquiao, when it's all said and done, he's going to try to beat Errol Spence. Errol Spence Jr. going to have to come with it, because if you do not come with it, the whole 12 rounds, they going to rob your ass, Errol Spence, and give it to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to knock out Manny Pacquiao. You got to knock out Manny Pacquiao and show an example in boxing about, this shit not being a play. This shit ain't no play. This ain't no joke. Boxing is a hurt sport. And that's what I'm looking for Spence to do to Pacquiao is to hurt him and put him away for good. To retire Manny Pacquiao and put his name into the Hall of Fame. And send your ass back to the Philippines to where you can be president. And like I said, Errol Spence Jr. and still WBA, WBI, and WBC title holder, and still the champion sitting on the throne. A lot of people ain't gonna like it, but that's how it's gonna end. And I hope it ends like that for Errol Spence, and we shall see. You know what I'm saying? For all the boxing fans around the world, Boxing Talk 100, baby. We on. Boxing Talk 100, the realest channel. You know, it can't get no better than this, man. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, Manny Pacquiao, he gonna be trying to beat Errol Spence, and you know, Errol Spence, he has to live up to his name. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, the truth. If you say you the truth, it ain't gonna be no problem for you to beat Manny Pacquiao, and that's just my opinion. I feel like he's gonna TKO Manny Pacquiao, and it's gonna be the 9th or 10th round. It won't go in the championship rounds 11 and 12. If it does go 11 and 12 in the championship rounds, I'm giving the fight to Manny Pacquiao. But I'm picking Errol Spence Jr. to be able to beat Manny Pacquiao with a TKO stoppage to be able to hold 3 belts. And we'll eventually run into Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be nothing else but having Terrence Crawford to wait on Terrence Crawford for that WBO belt. That's it. Boxing Talk 100, baby. The realest show on the planet, man. It don't get no rawer than this, man. This is a raw ass channel. If you can't respect what I'm saying, go to somebody else that's gonna spit that bullshit to you. Boxing Talk 100, man. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, man, make sure y'all subscribe, you know what I'm saying, to your boy. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get up to 100 subscribers. I'm just barely at 69, pushing 70. So I appreciate it if y'all subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll be having more for y'all, but you know, boxing, it takes, you know what I'm saying, it takes time for these matches to be able to happen, but I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, time will tell, and I ain't gonna do nothing but bring y'all more of some exclusive boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. But like I said, man, this your boy K Smooth. This your boy K Smooth. You know we gonna smoke something good. And like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed my my boxing video. Shout out to all the other boxing fans out there that's tuned in. Every individual in boxing has their favorite boxer. So like I said, shout out to every individual that's into this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? The love for it, man. I love this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a long time, for years. So, you know, a lot of motherfuckers can't tell me shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit for years, over fucking 15 years, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't new to me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for watching my video, man. I hope y'all enjoy my video, man. I hope y'all are having a blessed day, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, time will tell. We gonna see all these great fights, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see them. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I will make sure to be able to come with some new shit. You know, there's always going to be something new exclusive, you know what I'm saying? So just, you know what I'm saying? Just you know, stay on the side and just keep in touch, you know what I'm saying? And look out for your boy K Smooth, man. I'm going to be posting videos up, and make sure y'all just get with me, man. And like I said, your support is everything, you know what I'm saying? I want all y'all support. That's the only reason, that's the only way I can be able to do what I do best, you know what I'm saying? If y'all show y'all support. But man, this your boy K Smooth, man. I hope y'all enjoy my video. Like I said, have a blessed day, you know what I'm saying? And be blessed, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna get it, baby. Yeah, but this your boy K Smooth, man. Gone. All right, now.